What's up, people? Welcome to my Unity 3D tutorial. This tutorial will be focused on smartphone development, mainly touch input. I know there's a lot of questions on touch input, well, a lot that I've seen, especially on the forums, and some of them get answered, some of them don't. But I just wanted to share my experience in my code that I use on my games that works universally around all smartphones, mainly, well, not mainly, but iPhone, Windows Phone, and Android, which is the three that I release my game on, and this code works flawlessly. Okay, so as I said, it's directed around buttons, platforms, games that move left to right, things like that. Not the joystick. I'm not doing that as of yet. This one's just mainly for buttons. It's real simple code, few lines of code, and it will do a lot for your game. Okay, now keep in mind that since Unity 4.0, I believe, you can still use like the on mouse down, on mouse enter, those functions that work for the mouse for a smartphone. I have not seen any problems with it, though it will give you a warning inside the program that says something to the nature of on mouse handlers could cause problems on some smartphones. So this code is meant for smartphones, though there's no real difference in my eyes that I've seen yet. So let me get right to it. This is the code, and I will post it on my website for download or for you to see, and with a link in the description after the video. Okay, so here we just have two buttons, and it's set to public so you can drag and drop from the editor to the inspector. Makes it a lot easier. So you mainly make sure you want to use public on these. In the start function, the texture that this code is set to of that GUI texture is going to be equal to button 1. So whatever your button textures are, if you have it set to change change texture when the button is pressed, then you want to set this up definitely as button 1 first. And then in the update function, you have a for each loop going on, and you have an if statement. So this if statement is basically saying if the texture that you're pressing on has not ended. Okay, so this exclamation mark is basically saying if it has not ended. So this will work good if you want to imitate holding a button and executing a certain piece of code while you're holding down that button. This is what this is for. So if it has not ended, then it's going to run this code. So it's going to change my texture of my GUI texture to button 2. So it's going to imitate me pressing down that button to a different texture. And then it's going to it's going to run this transform piece of code that will move my character to the right smoothly, which is where you get the time.smooth delta time, which would minimize or would kind of run in real time versus me just doing vector3.write times 30, and as soon as you press the GUI texture, he's going to fly off the screen. Okay, so definitely want to use time.delta time or time.smooth delta time. Okay, in the next piece of code we have else if the GUI texture that you're touching, if it has ended, so you see it change from the two equal signs, which is pretty much saying if the touch phase is equal to touch phase dot ended, which means if you left your finger up off the button, then it's going to return the texture back to the button 1. So it's going to do a whole imitation of pressing a button from start position to second position to back to the first position. Okay, and that's the code, guys. That is it. That's all you need for touch. And you can execute anything inside of this for touch, and then if you have else if, or what would happen if you let it go, or if you stay on there too long, you would use else if. Okay, now there are other functions inside of touch phase that we're going to go over later on videos, but this one is just for holding. I use this for my character movement. If I'm holding the left button, he's going to run left until I let go, if I'm holding the right, so forth. Okay, so and then how you would apply this is I have my two textures here. You see, all right, the white one with the white center is going to be my first texture, and of course the one with the green center is going to be my second texture. Okay, so you would apply this movement script to my GUI texture left. All right, and I have already applied it here. So you have the script movement in the button 1, you just drag it over to that one, and button 2, you drag it over to that one. All right, so when you push play, see, I already have the GUI texture there. So if you run this on your phone, and if you tap this button, this red cube should move right, because that's what the code indicates. Okay? And you would do the same thing for moving left or moving up. You would just change the code around a little bit to suit that texture. All right? Very simple, guys. Very simple, but very powerful. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe for more videos. I will be uploading a lot of content as far as my game releases, my work in progress games, my music composition for my games, my 3D modeling, my animations that I do, or just all around videos for entertainment. All right, so yeah, I hope to see you guys later and hope to bring more videos to you. All right, have a good one.